say is when you're an underdog, and especially when you're going to be starting on the disadvantageous side, as Gen.G were doing, they got to choose the map, but they weren't choosing the starting side.
A lot of these players are still very green. Falcons are the clear favorites here, but with
more from two players in particular, and it's going to be Leaky Fact and it's going to be Shaiko. Shaiko is dead, even I think 12 and 12 or something like that. Leaky Fact was 6 and 14.
When it comes to a regular old league play day, already on the defense, looking for a bit of aggression, but Azox does find the kill on a Solotov, the highest rated player from Falcons, to go down early, but thankfully
dimensional push to kind of get that backstep going as well. Falcons, of course, sitting by the bomb side, just holding down those crossfires.
Oh, that's a long line of sight as well. The SMG 11, MACKO goes down. It's not looking too hot here for Gen.G. Every single player seemingly falling. And the Yokai drone is going to make things very awkward now for Asa on this Monsi. Gas as well. A lot of tick damage done. He's low on HP, as is his teammate Azox, but an easy swing from Leakafak will end the Monsane and leave it all up to the striker, who on the doorway into sight. Desperately Deadshot looking for a head to try and make this a little bit easier. MACKO as well. Oh, hello! Shaiko aggressive! Stewie 2K'ing through the smoke, a big kill. He's also going to take down Deadshot on the hatch up above. It's a done deal. Azox tries to find a backstab as Asa pretends to go for a play on the other side. There is just nothing here for it. I mean, this nade is a cheeky idea, but it doesn't even break down the barricade, and there's nothing for it. Attempting a shot with the pistol isn't going to find anything for Asa, and Shaiko and Leakafak will.
But we've seen this sense take so many times from different teams.
Oh, here we go.
Really have a counterplay. Now they have 3 C4s.
Yeah, but are you going to be able to throw a C4 when up above? This is just a blind shot through the smoke from Shaiko, not nearly enough. And the kills start coming through for Gen.G. It's a 5v2 in the post plant for the attacking side. And there is nothing to be said for Falcons. A pitiful response on their defensive side when met with what has come to be a very in-fashion attack. It's an easy lockout of the final couple of kills, and everything
can be destroyed by impact grenades, C4s, any self-destruction. And by destroying that, you can then see what the planter is planting at and then kill him vertically. So Gen.G playing kind of linear siege. I don't mean that negatively. They have a very clear plan. They're going for it, but this death right here, that's gonna hurt. Down to the little gap.
That's the thing, there's no way that Gen.G should be able to make this one work. The C4 detonated a little bit too late, doesn't get a kill, but it does do a lot of damage to the very healthy Gridlock here, who's now on her last legs. Aggression from Shaiko, one shot from this Deagle will get that kill, but worried about the track stingers, he's exposed. Meanwhile, Deadshot trying to push in from R6 room meets his demise, and Falcons, all they need to do is hold on to their very safe positions. Gen.G are just baiting for kills outside of the map. You've got to get in, son. You've got to get in sooner or later. Bride, his C4 does connect. So do his bullets. It's all up to Azox, who's barely even in the building yet. And there's nothing to be said, but there's not enough time here for Gen.G to burn all of it. Leakafak is still making his way down through the hallway. He's about to go and flank Deadshot. I'm not sure if he's been positioned. He goes all the way back downstairs. He's taken down one. The plan is completely dismantled. Deadshot completely surpassed by Leakafak. He walked right on past him. Went instead to go straight to the side. It's a flawless round for Falcons.
Prime downstairs. I love this use of verticality. Does it hit the Muncie? Valcam is shot by the IQ, but Muncie goes down. That is a perfect C4. And now, you just said it. What happens with plan B? Muncie's dead. Skies falls after that's Gridlock. Is this just round over? We see that rotation. Will it even matter? 5v3, and Falcons are giving up top floor control.
Shape up, find these kills, and look for an execute. They don't have much vertical game. Now they've rotated everybody off the vertical angle, and that's a loss for Deadshot. Users shuts him down. 5 versus 2 now. Make that a 5v1. It's going to be another flawless round, is it not? Azox has nothing to show for it, and Falcons a 5th, or rather a 3rd.
Down to a pre-placed C4 and a Valcam when you literally have IQ 5 feet behind him is also one of those. But there is a Valcam. 2 seconds later, now there is a C4. Like, we don't know the exact timings. On fights, I fear that Falcons can just kind of run over them mechanically because of how one-sided it's been so far. As time is
that's an example.
A single bullet and dies.
Taken extremely low from a nade of some kind as well. Flashes go into sight as well. That was very close to a team kill. If they have another nade, they could finish off this player behind the desk. But Shaiko is all out. Deadshot also sends out an explosive of his own. But Bride with the Maverick, that's finally the way to cut open the sight. An angle deep through Skies is an awkward position, but the time is ticking away for Falcons. They have numbers, but they're going to have to convert it to some kind of a plant. A flash is perfect. It dismantles Skies' position, and now they have to send it on through, but they do land their shots. It's all up to Asta now. In a 1v3, Usus on the ground. Leaguefact forcing that diffuser. Brede is the one to cover, and he does so. Well, you know who aren't happy campers right now? That'd be Gen.G.
Gen.G.
Falcons have been so good. That's a nice timed angle, though, from MACKO. Solid of a big one. They're trying to open up angles into sight. A nade about to be tossed on out by Usus. It's actually perfect as well. If Leaguefact's holding this angle, might actually flush out the position. Leaguefact does! MACKO finds his from up above, but the picks have been found on side. Brede as well, whittling down the numbers on the side. MACKO has been the hero for Gen.G. Shaiko and Brede, though, if they can overwhelm the site, it will force MACKO to rotate. He's still upstairs. Azox is the only player left on that bomb site, and Brede is forcing that diffuser down. Never mind, Azox is nowhere to be seen. He's all the way upstairs. He's having to rotate back, as is MACKO. Shaiko can cover. Brede confirms that diffuser. Now a flashbang. Still one more in pocket as well to work with, to whittle away at the timer as Falcons assume their post-plant positions.
Brede baiting it right now. He's walking around. Shaiko has the cover. 2v1.
Azox, a lot of work to be done. He's only found a single kill.
Gen.G got 12 kills. Hey, you know, this scoreboard's not going to read well. 12 kills in total. If I can do my math correct, I can. Across 8 rounds is...
It's really poor.
You just write it off, don't you? I don't know what to say about that. You just write it off if you're them.
I will say that's okay, right? It happens to every team.
Yeah. And Falcons can do that to any team. And I guess let's focus on the positives. Falcons were exceptional. You know, we asked for a reaction. I specifically asked for a statement.